Today you guys are lucky enough for me to be running you through my incredible nutrient-dense, high-calorie, high-protein pancake recipe. Let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, let's acquire our ingredients. Now, I know it looks like there's a lot going on here, but there really isn't. First off, we've got some organic chia super seeds. These are from MyProtein, along with this organic cocoa powder, which you can obviously use code davids.pt for to get yourself a little discount. Along with that, we've got some cold milled flax seeds, some pumpkin seeds, and these are totally optional, by the way. They just add more nutrients to the meal, give it a bit more extra fiber, more calories, of course, and along with that, in my opinion, give it better taste and texture, but it's not necessary by any means. And then along with that, we've got some self-raising flour. Make sure that it's self-raising. That does in fact have a fairly big impact. Along with that, we're going to be cooking these in extra virgin organic coconut oil. Again, you can use whatever you want. You can use olive oil, avocado oil if you prefer. I just think the pancakes are better with coconut oil. This is also from MyProtein, along with this almond butter. So again, code davids.pt and you can save yourself some money. But again, you can use any sort of almond butter, any sort of coconut oil, of course it'll work. Along with that, 4 eggs, a little bowl of berries, and along with that, a medium banana. And that is all your ingredients, okay? That is all you need. So relatively speaking, it is very, very simple, okay? And there's not a lot going on. Exact portions, or rather quantities of everything, will be on the screen for you guys right now, along with calories and macros for the meal that I will be making, or the portion rather that I will be making. In terms of equipment that you will need, a bowl, a mixing bowl, along with that a whisk, a butter knife, a plate, a medium or small frying pan, along with a spatula. And that is you done in terms of ingredients and equipment. Very simple. Let's get into it. Okay, so what I want you to firstly do is get your self-raising flour. It is preferred to obviously be self-raising, so if you can, definitely do get self-raising flour. It's just going to taste a little bit better, and in my opinion, give them a little bit of a better texture. But again, doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world if you don't use self-raising flour, okay? Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Self-raising flour to the side, and then get your cocoa powder. Now, obviously, don't be shy here. Add a fair bit. Depending on obviously how many calories you want to allocate to this meal. I would say the more cocoa powder you can add, the better. The more chocolatey they will be, the darker they will be, the better they will be, right? I'm adding 3, kind of scoops, so that'll do me. Once we've done that, just give it a little mix around so you can evenly distribute, that flour and cocoa powder, but it won't matter because you're going to whisk it in a second anyway. I'm just kind of a bit weird like that. Anyway. Eggs, now they're going in. Make sure you crack them in nicely. We've got about 4 medium eggs. I'd say they're probably on the smaller side. To be fair, this one was on the smaller side, but most of them on the medium side. So yeah, we've got 4 medium eggs. Make sure you utilize the yolks and the whites. I kind of can't stand people that just utilize the whites and they bin the yolk. Obviously, I understand sometimes people just don't want the extra calories and they don't want the extra fat or whatever. But in my opinion, you're wasting a quality food, aren't you? You're literally wasting many micronutrients, healthy fats, etc. And in my opinion, that's kind of like the best part of the egg. Obviously, yes, calorie to protein ratio-wise, the white is obviously better, but come on guys, it's not all about protein and calories. It's also about, healthy fats, micronutrients, etc. So, I'm pretty sure the yolk has the majority of the choline in an egg. So, come on, don't mess around guys. Utilize the yolk and the white. I'm just gonna pop these in the bin. Boys, we've got a little bit of a problem. I've just realized that I've missed out an essential ingredient when going through the ingredients list. So I apologize if you've got this far and you've realized that you don't have this essential ingredient, but that essential ingredient is kefir, and it does in fact make a difference. That is why it's essential. Obviously you can use water or milk for your base. However, I prefer using kefir simply because it gives it a much thicker texture. I personally think it tastes better with kefir. So again, kefir is going in, but you can use some water or milk if preferred. But once again, for that nice thick texture, I would recommend adding kefir. In my opinion, it definitely does make a difference and make them taste much better. Okay, so that is it. In our mixing bowl, we have got 4 medium eggs, whole eggs, self-raising flour, cocoa powder, and some kefir. And now we're gonna get our cat whisker and we're gonna whisk it up really nicely. In general, I think what you wanna do is whisk for around 3 to 5 minutes. Even if it already looks like a mixture, I think whisking quite a lot and getting some air into it is obviously going to make it much more kind of fluffy, in my opinion. That may be bro science, but for some reason, kind of anecdotally, I found that the more I whisk, the better the texture will be. So yeah, and you also don't want any of the cocoa powder or kind of flour, you know, clunked up at all. So you want everything kind of evenly spread, evenly distributed, nicely mixed around, and that will be that. You may notice it looks quite thick, and if it does look a little bit thicker than you would like, add some water. You know, you're not gonna change the nutrient profile of it at all, or even the calorie profile. You're just gonna get that texture that you want, and you know, do so with hardly any extra calories. So, well, no extra calories. What am I waffling about? It is literally 7 o'clock in the morning, so I apologize if I'm waffling a little bit too much. I've just woken up, and you know, when you wake up, you've just got that kind of morning brain, so you just waffle for ages. But anyway, yeah, this is looking really, really good. I've whisked nicely. Gosh, I have to say, this is literally a forearm workout in itself. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to mine. That should do it. Literally a drop. There we go. That's the kind of texture that I want. And just a little quick tip, a little preparation tip when you're making these. When you are whisking, make sure that you go through kind of different whisking styles and different whisk techniques, because that's definitely gonna help you whisk them a little bit better and obviously get that nicer texture, in my opinion. Total bro science, but who cares? That's what we're here for, right? Fun and bro science. Okay, I think they're done. Oh my God, generally, Jesus Christ. I told you they give you an insane pump. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but honestly, what is going on? My forearm is just, damn. Honestly, serious pump from that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the texture. Here is the kind of texture or consistency that I want you to be aiming for in your mixture. As you can see, it's very, very thick and creamy, which is gonna make our pancakes nice and fluffy inside. Obviously, you can make them a little bit more diluted if you'd like, but bear in mind they may not hold together as well. So whack your coconut oil into your pan. Start off with, obviously, a fair bit initially, and then just top it up slightly as it starts drying out, and your pan, you know, kind of loses that lubrication or oiliness, if that's even a word. Okay, so our pan is now certainly hot enough. So what we're gonna do is start pouring in our mixture. This bowl. There we go, beautiful. Just listen to that sizzle. To be fair, you do actually want them at a relatively high heat. Put that there. Because they do cook fairly quickly. So they are now on the heat, they are in the pan, they are cooking. What we're gonna do is obviously have our almond butter ready with our butter knife. And as soon as we, you know, plate it up, we're gonna give it a little bit of a nice coat of almond butter. So yeah, literally about that much. I'm obviously gonna weigh it out for you guys, so I'll put the quantity, the exact quantity up on the screen, should you care. But if you're in a gaining period, you know, don't track, it doesn't matter. It's really not that deep, guys. So yeah. Oh, as you can see, our pancakes are already gaining that thickness, that nice fluffy texture, thanks to the self-raising flour, the kefir, and you know, this beautiful recipe. So yeah, as you can see, pancake is almost done, almost ready to flip, sorry. Almond butter ready, so we're gonna pop that on the plate when it's done. A little coat of almond butter, and that's that. Oh boy, these are turning out beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that, guys. Look at that thick, juicy pancake. That is absolutely perfect. I'm gonna plate it up, and then we're obviously gonna put our almond butter on that now. But before we do that, another one's going in. Gosh, they're so damn soft. They smell so good. fellas, as you can see, they are starting to come together. They look absolutely beautiful. Just look at them, mate. Just a quick little productivity tip. Whilst they're in the pan cooking away and you're just standing there doing nothing, use the time to tidy up and pack away. Right, fellas, as you can see, they are now done. They are looking absolutely beautiful. We formed a nice little mountain. And what we're gonna do now is get our banana and basically form a little bit of a mountain top, I guess you could say, at the top of them. Obviously with your almond butter at the top, the banana should stick nicely, and it's going to kind of, yeah, enclose, if that's the word, the top of the pancake. So you can obviously pop your berries on there and it's going to be very, very nice, my man. Gosh, I'm hungry. So yeah, literally just pop your berries on top after you've obviously closed the mountain with your bananas. And yeah, you just kind of want to let them freely kind of fall down. It's going to give them that kind of messy aesthetic. Next up, get your chia seeds. Oh, the sauce from the berries is dribbling and it's just kind of all falling over nicely. That is beautiful. Okay, get a nice scoop of chia seeds. Literally give them a nice roll on there. Beautiful. Set your chia seeds aside. Next up, get your flax seeds, actually, not your pumpkin seeds. And then I usually do about 2 scoops of these. Make them on top nicely. There we go. Look at that, boys. Oh my goodness, mate. I'm actually proud of these boys. I'm actually proud. If I wasn't a coach or a content creator, whatever you want to call me, I guess I'm primarily a coach, then, you know, I would be a chef because I absolutely love cooking. I love food. And that's possibly why, as a coach, I focus so much on nutrition, nutritional habits, good cooking skills, etc. Because, yeah, I really value quality nutrition. I value food and I value healthy eating. So, yeah, beautiful. Just look at them. Right, boys, they're pretty much done. But before we add the syrup, we have to add some cinnamon powder. Literally just a little sprinkle of cinnamon. By no means an essential ingredient, but it definitely makes a nice difference in my opinion. And there we go, fellas. That is them pretty much done. We've just got the final ingredient to add, the syrup that we drizzle on top nicely. Cannot wait to eat these.